For more than 40 years, the Leopard 2 main battle tank has been the main weapon system of the German Panzer Troop, or armored forces. Despite its age, the several times upgraded vehicle is still regarded as one of the best main battle tanks of the world. Many experts even rate it as the best vehicle of its class. The German Army is currently fielding a new variant of the tank, the Leopard 2A7V, which again features many improvements. The V in the designation standing for verbessert, which when translated means improved. In this video, we're going to take a closer look at the Leopard 2 and the improvements that have been made over the years. The Leopard 2 main battle tank was developed by Krauss-Maffei, now Krauss-Maffei-Wegmann, back in the 1970s, just a couple years after the previous Leopard 1 entered service. In those days, a clash between NATO and the Warsaw Pact was possible, and the West German Army needed a well-protected tank, which would be superior to the models introduced in the Eastern Bloc. The first prototypes of the Leopard 2 were completed in 1972. In 1977, Bundeswehr, the armed forces of the Federal Republic of Germany, initially ordered 1,800 of these main battle tanks to supplement and replace the Leopard 1. The first production batch of 30 tanks was completed in 1979, and the Leopard 2 was adopted by the West German Army during the same year. At the same time of its introduction, it was a very advanced and successful design, and by 1993, the German Army operated a total of 2,155 of these main battle tanks. This main battle tank has a welded hull and turret. Composite armor of the Leopard 2 tank is similar to British Cobham. It offers good protection against armor-piercing rounds and anti-tank guided weapons. Ready-to-use ammunition is stowed in a separate compartment in the turret bustle with blowout panels. This improves survivability of the crew. The tank is fitted with a nuclear, biological, chemical protection system, and automatic fire suppression systems. The Leopard 2 main battle tank is armed with a fully stabilized Rheinmetall 120mm L44 smoothbore gun. The vehicle carries 42 rounds for the main gun. 15 ready-to-use rounds are stored in the turret bustle, while the rest are stored in the front of the hull by the driver. The tank normally uses two main types of ammunition: armor-piercing rounds and multi-purpose rounds. Germans estimated that their Leopard 2 tanks could penetrate the frontal armor of the Soviet T-72 tank at a range of 2,000 meters, and frontal armor of the T-62 tank at a range of over 4,000 meters. The multi-purpose round is effective against both soft and hard targets. The gun of the Leopard 2 tank proved to be very accurate. Secondary armor consists of two 7.62mm machine guns. One of them is coaxial, and the other is mounted on the top of the roof. The Leopard 2 has a crew of 4, including commander, gunner, loader, and driver. The tank is motorized with an MTU MB873 KA501 liquid-cooled V12 twin-turbo diesel engine, developing 1,479 horsepower, coupled to a Rank HSWL 354 transmission with 4 forward and 2 reverse gears, with a torque converter, and is completely automatic. With the driver selecting the range, the torsion bar suspension consists of each side of 7 dual rubber-tired road wheels, with the idler at the front, the drive sprocket at the rear, and 4 track support rollers. The Leopard 2 can run at a maximum road speed of 72 km per hour, with a cruising range of 550 km. It can also be fitted with a deep wading kit. After preparation, it can ford water obstacles up to 4 meters deep. Over the years, the Leopard 2 has seen many improvements. The Leopard 2A1 saw minor modifications and the installation of the gunner's thermal sight. Deliveries of the 2A1 model started in March 1982 and ended in November 1983. The two most notable changes were the modifications of the ammunition racks to be identical to those in the M1A1 Abrams, and redesigned fuel filters that reduce refueling time. The designation Leopard 2A2 was given to upgraded vehicles of the first batch of Leopard 2s. This modernization gradually replaced the original PZB-200 sights in the first batch, with thermal sights as they became available. The Leopard 2A3 saw minor changes, including the addition of digital radio sets. The most widespread version of the Leopard 2 family, the 2A4 models, included more substantial changes, including a new automated fire and explosion suppression system, an all-digital fire control system able to handle new ammunition types, and an improved turret with more armor. Production of this version commenced in 1985 and ceased in 1992. All previous models were upgraded to this standard. The Leopard 2A5 is a radically improved version. It has significantly improved armor protection compared with its predecessor. The turret is fitted with a wedge-shaped add-on modular armor. Add-on modular armor panels were also fitted at the front of the hull, meaning any damaged armor modules can be easily replaced in field conditions. New side skirts were also fitted, as well as the interior of the tank being lined to prevent spalling. The main armament of the Leopard 2A5 is identical to the Leopard 2A4, which consists of one 120mm L44 smoothbore gun. The only change was the replacement of the gun's recoil brakes with a more powerful model. The commander's sight was moved to a new position behind the hatch, and it received an independent channel. The gunner's sight was moved to the turret roof as opposed to the cavity in the front armor in the previous models. Turret control went all electric, increasing reliability and crew safety, as well as weight savings. The Leopard 2A6 is yet another radically improved version of this incredible tank. The development of the L55 gun, a more powerful, longer version of the main armament, and newly developed types of ammunition provide better penetrating power and permit target engagement at longer ranges, thereby underlying the position of the Leopard 2 as the pacemaker of tank technology. Armor protection was also improved. It is protected by composite armor of new generation and has external modular armor. The Leopard 2A6 has a hunter-killer engagement capability. The commander uses a panoramic sight to search for targets. Once the target is selected, the gun is laid on the target automatically, and the gunner completes the aiming and firing process. During that time, the commander looks for the next target. Such an engagement method allows the operatives to acquire and engage targets faster. Currently, it is present on most main battle tanks. The Leopard 2A7 is a modernized version of the 2A6 main battle tank. The main features of this new upgrade include new armor, an energy system, a crew compartment cooling system, and a new weapon engagement system. The Leopard 2A7V is the latest version of the Leopard 2A7, with enhanced protection, greater mobility, improved command and control, increased sustainability and more firepower being reasons for the procurement. However, the primary reason for the introduction of the newest variant of main battle tank was the requirement of the German Army for an increased number of Leopard 2A7 main battle tanks, of which they only had 20. 104 vehicles are to be upgraded, including some existing Leopard 2A7s, old Leopard 2A4s, and surplus 2A6NLs, originating from Dutch stocks. The delivery of all 104 Leopard 2A7V is scheduled to be completed in 2023. What do you think of the Leopard 2 and all its upgrades? Let us know in the comments, and please like this video if you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.
Germans are world-renowned for their excellent engineering, and when Rheinmetall started drawing up plans for a new infantry fighting vehicle, the world stood up and took notice. After years of development, the Lynx is now starting to enter service. There are two main variants of this IVF, and the more recent one represents perhaps one of the heaviest and well-protected IFVs ever made. Let's take a closer look at this military beast. Military operations are growing increasingly complex and hard to predict. This makes a completely new vehicle concept important to keep up with an ever-changing battlefield. As a result, the Lynx was developed to be highly adaptable. The first Lynx, known as the KF-31 IFV, was introduced in 2016. The letters KF in the designation stand for Kettenfahrzeug, or tracked vehicle. In 2018, an improved Lynx KF-41 was first shown to the public. It is a slightly larger vehicle that can accommodate more troops and has a more powerful engine. The KF-41 Lynx is longer than the earlier version. The KF-31 measures 7.22 meters, whereas the KF-41 Lynx measures 7.73 meters. It also weighs in at 44 tons, which is 10 tons more than the KF-31. The KF-41 has been designed to offer a new generation of tracked armored offering modularity and a high level of protection. The feature at the heart of this vehicle's design concept is the separation and modularity of the vehicle into two parts: the basic vehicle and specialist mission and role equipment. This design approach combines the functional, cost, and through-life advantages of a modular structure and the weight, space, and cost advantages of an integral hull design. In 2018, the Lynx KF-41 variant was presented with a Lance 2.0 turret, the next generation of the in-service Lance family, and has been developed to improve its suitability for an infantry fighting vehicle. Lance 2.0 has various enhancements that provide a troop of Lynx KF-41 vehicles with a very high level of organic capability. This allows troops to have a disproportionate effect on the battlefield. The Lance 2.0 features enhanced protection for critical subsystems against kinetic and fragmentation threats, improving system survivability during close combat. The next enhancement is the integration of the new Wotan 35 electrically driven 35mm cannon that fires Rheinmetall's proven and in-service 35 by 228mm ammunition family. Due to its large caliber, the Wotan 35 delivers a longer range and deeper penetration. A 7.62mm coaxial machine gun is mounted to the left of the main armament. The Lance 2.0 turret also has two flexible mission pods fitted to the left and right of the turret that allow the installation of a variety of subsystems to give the turret a specialist capability. The turret can also be armed with the proven Rheinmetall 30mm cannon and one 7.62mm coaxial machine gun. The roof of the turret can be equipped with remotely controlled main sensor-slaved armament that works in conjunction with the commander's panoramic sight and is armed with one 12.7mm heavy machine gun. The KF-41 Lynx has a unique design, using a common drive module and a flexible mission kit arrangement to allow any base vehicle to be configured as an infantry fighting vehicle, an armored personnel carrier, a command vehicle, a recovery vehicle, or an ambulance. The driver position is located at the front left side of the hull. It has three large vision blocks offering world-leading front and side vision. The mission kit includes a drop-in roof plate that can be fitted to any drive module with associated equipment to create a Lynx variant. It only takes 8 hours for a mission kit to be exchanged and the protection configuration modified. The crew compartment is designed as a mission-neutral space with the incorporation of C-rails and a pattern of universal fixing points on the walls and floors. The space inside the Lynx KF-41 drive module is unrivaled for a tracked infantry fighting vehicle with a manned turret. 8 dismount seats can be seen folded up, with the Lance 2.0 turret basket in the background. The drive module has space for up to 9 blast-reducing troop seats, in addition to a crew of 3 in the case of a manned Lance 2.0 turret. The infantrymen enter and leave the vehicle through a large power-operated ramp mounted at the rear of the shared drive module, positioned between the cooling systems. The modular survivability systems of the Lynx provide unprecedented flexibility to cope with a wide variety of threats faced. The ballistic and mine protection packages can be easily exchanged, even in the field if needed, while the full spectrum of threats has been taken into account, including roof protection against cluster munitions. The Lance turret is designed with an integral ballistic protection cell for the crew. There are no weapons or ammunition stowed in this cell, as the main and coaxial weapons are fitted in cradles at the front of and external to the cell. The main armament ammunition is stowed in a separate compartment that wraps around the sides and rear of the turret. The mission pod can contain 2 Spike LR-2 long-range anti-tank guided missiles, suicide drones, unmanned aerial vehicles, electronic warfare packages, surface-to-air missiles, or various other systems. The KF-41 Lynx has a power pack in the front of the hull, including a 1,140 horsepower Leopard engine and a proven Rinck transmission. The final drives are mounted in the front, and the idler sprockets with track tensioners are mounted at the rear. The running gear has 6 road wheel stations per side, which guide a lightweight end connector track. The Lynx uses an advanced military suspension system which is designed to withstand extreme force, and the bump stops are engineered to reduce intense shocks. The propulsion system gives a max speed of 70 km per hour and an operational range of 500 kilometers. Standard equipment of the KF-41 Lynx includes heating, air conditioning, fire suppression, cooling, and nuclear, biological, and chemical filtration systems combined in an environmental control system. The vehicle is also fitted with a self-protection system, including the Rheinmetall 40mm rapid obscuration system and active protection system, designed to prevent line-of-sight guided anti-tank missiles from acquiring and/or destroying a target. The vehicle design also presents low visual, thermal, and acoustic signatures to improve battlefield survivability. The turret of the KF-41 Lynx is equipped with an electro-optical sensor system panoramic sight with an integrated laser rangefinder and FCS for the commander and gunner, laser warning system, acoustic shooter locating system, situational awareness system featuring day-night vision, and automatic target recognition and video processing and distribution unit. The Optronic enables the turret crew to have unrestricted and class-leading capabilities for automatic detection, recognition, and identification of targets, whilst maintaining observation at day and night while staying protected inside the turret. There is a 360-degree independent digital sight for the commander and a digital sight for the gunner. The Lynx KF-41 was submitted for Australian and Czech procurement programs. In 2018, a single Lynx KF-41 was presented on a military parade in Qatar. However, the status of the Qatari vehicle is unclear. In 2020, the Lynx was selected by Hungary, and a total of 218 of these armored vehicles were ordered. These will be produced in Hungary by a joint venture. The first batch of 46 vehicles is planned to be delivered to the Hungarian military this year. The Lynx is expected to be picked up by armies the world over, as it is one of the most adaptable and powerful vehicles in its class. What do you think about the Lynx IFV? Let us know in the comments, and please like this video if you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.
The German government recently approved a request by defense company Krauss-Maffei-Wegmann to produce 100 howitzers for the Ukrainian army. Although it will likely take many months before the first artillery units arrive in the war-torn country, Berlin's readiness to sell such a large quantity of the Panzerhaubitze 2000 howitzer makes it a significant increase in military support for Ukraine. Germany has already delivered 9 Panzerhaubitze 2000 from its army stocks to the country. The Ukrainian officials have said that the state-of-the-art weapons have already made a valuable contribution to their fight against Russia's invasion. In this video, we're going to take a closer look at this vehicle and see exactly what it's capable of. The German Panzerhaubitze 2000, also known as PZH 2000, is the current self-propelled howitzer of the German, Italian, Greek, and Dutch armies, and one of the most potent armor system type in the world. It is built by Krauss-Maffei-Wegmann and Rheinmetall. But with a chain supply network which spans Europe, it took its root in the abandoned PZH 155-1 SP-70 NATO program, joint with Italy and UK in 1986. The program first started in 1973, but had numerous defects and financial issues, and was dropped after comparative trials with the M109, which was adopted instead. However, it was decided in the 1990s to give a successor to this aging weapon system. Prototype of the PZH 2000 was completed in 1993. Initially, the German army planned to order a total of 1,254 self-propelled howitzers. However, in 1996, due to the end of the Cold War, a contract was signed for only 185 artillery systems. The first systems were delivered to the German army in 1998, and it was introduced in service in 2000. Hence its name. The layout of the PZH 2000 is conventional. The engine is mounted at the front with the turret and ammunition in the rear. The driver is seated in the hull on the right of the engine. The rest of the crew, commander, gunner, and 2 loaders, are seated in the fighting compartment. Target engagements can be carried out by a crew of 2 men. Loaders are employed only when the autoloader fails. Shells are automatically picked up from the back of the vehicle and stowed in the autoloader's magazine. Shells and associated charges are replenished within 12 minutes. The chassis is based on many proven components of the Leopard 1 main battle tank. Though there's always more to a weapon's success than just the hardware inside, there are, however, times when the job simply needs a very big, capable gun. The PZH-2000 self-propelled gun is aptly fitted with a 155mm L52 caliber main gun consisting of a 25-foot-long barrel designed to use standard NATO 155mm ammunition. The barrel is fitted with a muzzle brake and a projectile case ejector. The turret rotating and howitzer aiming devices are based on electric mechanisms, which are generally safer and more reliable than hydraulic units. The turret is a boxy structure with a sloped roof and sides, but flat front and rear, which represents approximately 60% of the whole length of the chassis and features a rear overhang of around 50 centimeters. It uses a phased array of radar placed on the front glasses to take measurements of the muzzle velocity when firing. The laying data can be transferred in real time via encrypted radio from the battery fire direction center. Coupled with GPS, it is so accurate that a suppression fire on moving targets, typically a convoy, can nail down anything moving on a potential 60 to 80 kilometer radius. Built into the 55-ton behemoth is storage for up to 60 projectiles. The projectiles maintain a maximum range of 30 kilometers when firing the HE frag standard round, and up to 40 kilometers with rocket-assisted projectiles. During tests, a range of 67 kilometers has been achieved with the South African rocket-assisted shells. The maximum rate of fire is almost 10 rounds per minute in a 360-degree arc. It can launch 3 shells within 10 seconds and is capable of multiple round simultaneous impact firing. The excellent range and inherent rate of fire is the advantage given to the PZH-2000 system. The main gun has an elevation range of -2.5 to +65 degrees, and the traverse range is a full 360 degrees, allowing for maximum coverage. The howitzer is also compatible with German Smart 155 guided artillery shells. These are launched in the same manner as ordinary artillery shells and have a maximum range of 27.5 kilometers. These are long-range, fire-and-forget munitions designed to destroy hostile tanks and armored vehicles. The Smart 155 shell contains 2 autonomous submunitions. One of them has an infrared sensor, while the other has a radar sensor. Once in the target area, these submunitions are ejected and deploy parachutes. Each submunition corkscrews down over the target area, scanning for targets. Once the target vehicle is detected, the submunition detonates. The target is destroyed by an explosively formed penetrator, which is created by the blast. These submunitions strike turret roofs, where armor is relatively thin. Secondary armament consists of a roof-mounted 7.62mm machine gun for self-defense. For a self-propelled howitzer, the PZH-2000 has quite a significant level of armor protection, as it has all welded and relatively thick steel hull. The front armor provides protection against 14.5mm rounds. All-round protection is against small arms fire and artillery shell splinters. And add-on roof armor increases the level of protection against top attack weapons. The PZH-2000 is operated from under armor protection, an NBC system, fire suppression system, and smoke grenade dischargers are fitted as standard. Survivability is further increased with its shoot and scoot ability. The PZH-2000 can start a fire mission while on the move, with the first round fired only seconds after coming to a halt, and the dash speed allows it to quickly leave after firing. The mobility of the PZH-2000 is quite good for such a heavy vehicle. The track chassis provides a good cross-country performance. This artillery system is powered by the MTU MT-881 KA500 supercharged diesel engine, developing 1,000 horsepower. It is also fitted with an auxiliary power unit which provides power when the engine is not running, even though the power-to-weight ratio is not very high, especially when fully loaded and fitted with additional roof armor. The dash speed remains high. Top speed on road is 65 km per hour and 45 km per hour off-road, with a maximal operational range of 420 km. This system measures 11.7 meters in length, 3.6 meters in width, and 3.1 meters in height. The artillery gun module, better known as AGM, was developed as a supplement to the PZH-2000 where heavier weaponry is not available, recommendable, or too expensive. This artillery system is operated by a crew of 2. It is a significantly lighter alternative to the PZH-2000, but provides the same performance. The first prototype was mounted on a track chassis of the M270 multiple launch rocket system. The AGM is also air transportable. The Donner 155mm self-propelled howitzer, which is a further development of the AGM based on the ASCOD-2 infantry fighting vehicle track chassis. This system is mainly aimed at the export customers. The Boxer RCH-155 is another integration of the AGM, based on a Boxer 8x8 armored personnel carrier. This artillery system retains features and performance parameters of the PZH-2000. The pace of fighting in the Ukraine seems to have taken its toll on their existing arsenal of PZH-2000s, with several examples reportedly needing urgent repair as a result of the high intensity of wear and tear that active combat service in Donbass has brought on. With the 100 howitzers on order by Ukraine still some way off of being delivered, maybe additional German and Dutch PZH-2000s could be sent in the meantime. What are your thoughts on the Panzerhaubitze 2000? Let us know in the comments, and please like this video if you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.
Sometimes the old ways are the best. That's certainly the case with the Gepard air defense system. This anti-aircraft weapon was developed decades ago, but still represents some of the most trusted weaponry when it comes to defending land from aerial threats. It's proof that effective engineering can stand the test of time and become a staple of the battlefield, even at the fast-paced way it's moving. Let's take a closer look at the Gepard air defense system. The Gepard, aka German for cheetah, is a self-propelled anti-aircraft gun that was developed in the 1960s as a private venture. In 1966, the Germans needed a replacement for the M42 gun, which was already obsolete. Its prototypes were built in 1968, and it entered military service with the Bundeswehr in 1973, known as the Flak Panzer I Gepard. A total of a massive 420 of these vehicles were built for the German army. Its role is to protect combat units, troops, and key installations against air attacks. Its radar, which is used to lock onto targets, is thought to be so accurate that it can lock onto birds. To take out its target, the Gepard is fitted with a 2-man electric power-operated turret armed with twin Aerlikon KDA 35mm guns. The guns work with an automatic belt feed, and each barrel length is 90 calibers or 3,150 millimeters. The rate of fire with the 2 barrels is 1,100 rounds a minute. Each 35mm gun has 320 rounds of ready-to-fire anti-air ammunition and 20 rounds of anti-ground target ammunition. The guns are able to fire a range of standardized 35mm ammunition, including the new frangible armor-piercing discarding sabot or FAPDS rounds. These rounds have a muzzle velocity greater than 1,400 meters a second. The Gepard is also equipped with 8 smoke dischargers installed on either side of the turret. Current Gepard engineers KMW developed a missile system for the vehicle using the Stinger surface-to-air missile system. The twin Stinger launching system was fitted onto the side of the 35mm twin gun on a single unit. The system was tested but was not deployed due to financial constraints. The system has a digital fire control computer supplied by European Aeronautic Defense and Space. The miniaturized digital computer uses 32-bit Motorola 68020 microprocessors, single-board computers with dedicated arithmetic coprocessors, and a command, control, and communications interface. All the data handled by the fire control system is related to the fixed vehicle coordinate system. But it's the radar that's the real strength of this weapon system. The Gepard has independent search and tracking radars. The search radar is installed at the front rear of the turret, and the tracking radar is on the rear front of the turret. The radars give 360-degree scanning with simultaneous target tracking, clutter suppression, search on the move capability, and monopulse tracking mode. The S-band search radar installed on the original version of the Gepard has a range of 15 kilometers and subclutter visibility of 60 decibels. The vehicle's design is based on the tracked armored chassis of the Leopard 1 main battle tank. The significant difference is the original turret is removed and replaced by a two-man anti-aircraft gun system. It is operated by a crew of 3, including a driver, commander, and gunner. The driver is seated at the front of the hull, on the right side. The turret is mounted in the center of the hull, with the commander seated on the left and the gunner on the right. The turret and the hull of the Gepard are of all-welded steel construction to give protection against the firing of small arms and artillery shell splinters. This air defense system is powered by an MTU MB838 CA-M500 10-cylinder multi-fuel engine giving 830 horsepower at 2200 RPM. It has the same suspension and tracks as the Leopard 1 that it's based on, which has 7 dual light metal rubber-tired road wheels with the drive sprocket at the rear, idler at the front, and 4 track return rollers on either side. It can climb a gradient of 60% and a vertical obstacle of 1.15 meters. If needed, the Gepard can cross a trench of 3 meters and has a fording depth of 2.5 meters. The weapon has proved to be highly popular worldwide. In February 2022, it was announced that parent company KMW would deliver 50 decommissioned Gepard anti-aircraft tracked armored vehicles to Ukraine as part of Russian countermeasures following the invasion by Russia. This anti-aircraft weapon is currently also in service with Germany, Brazil, Chile, Jordan, Romania, and the Netherlands. There have also been several more deliveries of Gepard units to Ukraine following the initial support package. All of this shows that, despite the fact that this weapon was designed in the 60s, it's still one of the most reliable anti-aircraft vehicles available worldwide. What do you think about the Gepard? Let us know in the comments, and please like this video if you enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos like this one, then subscribe to Spotlight for more. Thanks for watching.
On June 13, 2022, Rheinmetall revealed its new KF-51 Panther main battle tank at Eurosatory 2022 in Paris. The latest member of Rheinmetall's family of tracked vehicles, the KF-51 Panther is designed to be a game-changer on the battlefields of the future. Given the current state of things on the European continent, pretty much everyone is looking anxiously at what the future of military weaponry looks like. And the Rheinmetall Kettenfahrzeug 51 Panther, also known as KF-51, is one of the most impressive examples of the future. In this video, we're going to take a closer look at this impressive vehicle and see just how capable it is. Rheinmetall was founded in 1889 as Rheinische Metallwaren. Today, as an integrated technology group, Rheinmetall AG stands for a solid company that operates successfully internationally and is active in various markets with an innovative range of products and services. As a renowned development partner and direct supplier to the global automotive industry and a leading international systems provider for security technology, Rheinmetall draws on its high level of expertise in its basic technologies to address long megatrends, identify viable new markets with high growth potential, and develop innovative solutions for a safe and livable future. The focus on sustainability is an integral part of Rheinmetall's strategy. With tank warfare very much back on the agenda as the war in Ukraine rages on, Germany's Rheinmetall could not have chosen a better time to unveil its first new battle tank, KF-51 Panther. a successor to the Leopard and Leopard 2 of the Cold War era, with a name recalling the Nazi-era Panzerhaubitze V Panther that served from 1943. The KF-51 Panther is the first of a new main battle tank family. In the near future, there will be further innovations that support environmentally friendly peacetime operations and further optimization in terms of automation and effectiveness. This main battle tank concept sets new standards in all areas: lethality, protection, reconnaissance, networking, and mobility. Rheinmetall began the development of major subsystems related to the Panther in 2016, with system-level design commencing in 2018. The Panther has been developed as a private venture by Rheinmetall to demonstrate the potential for increasing the lethality, mobility, survivability, and networking capabilities of main battle tanks without incurring a significant increase in weight. To reduce the weight of the Leopard 2A4 platform on which the development vehicle is based, Rheinmetall prioritized active over passive protection. Rheinmetall stated in June 2022 that it believed that the Panther could be ready for serial production within 30 months. All weapon systems are connected to the commander's and gunner's optics and the fire control computer via the fully digitalized NATO generic vehicle architecture. This enables both a hunter-killer and a killer-killer function, and thus instantaneous target engagement, in the future also supported by artificial intelligence. With its main armament, the 130mm Rheinmetall Future gun system, the KF-51 Panther offers superior firepower against all current and foreseeable mechanized targets. In addition, further armament options are available to provide concentrated firepower for long-range strikes and against multiple targets. The Rheinmetall Future gun system consists of a 130mm smoothbore gun and a fully automatic ammunition handling system. The autoloader holds 20 ready rounds, compared to the current 120mm systems. The Future gun system delivers over 50% greater effectiveness at significantly longer ranges of engagement. A 12.7mm coaxial machine gun complements the main weapon. Several options for the integration of remotely controlled weapon stations offers flexibility for proximity and drone defense. The K-51 Panther presented at Eurosatori 2022 is equipped with Rheinmetall's new Adder remote control weapon station in the 7.62 variant, integrating a launcher for Hero 120 loitering munition from Rheinmetall's partner U-Vision into the turret is equally possible. This enhances the K-51's ability to strike targets beyond the direct line of sight. The Panther is a fully integrated, comprehensive, weight-optimized protection concept, incorporating active, reactive, and passive protection technologies. Without a doubt, the concept's most compelling feature is its active protection against kinetic energy threats. It increases the level of protection without compromising the weight of the system. With the lessons already learned from the war in Ukraine in terms of vulnerability of tanks to top attacks, Rheinmetall's top attack protection system wards off threats from above, while the fast-acting rosy smoke obscurance systems conceals the K-51 from enemy observation. The K-51 Panther features an innovative operating concept. It is basically designed for a three-person crew, the commander and gunner in the turret and the driver in the chassis. Thanks to the panoramic stabilized electro-optical sighting system sensor, an EMES main combat aiming device, the commander and gunner are both able to observe and engage targets independently of each other, both day and night. In addition, via display in the fighting compartment, the crew has a 360-degree round-the-clock view of the vehicle's surroundings. Integrated unmanned aerial reconnaissance systems enhance the crew's situational awareness in built-up areas and in the immediate vicinity of the vehicle. The K-51 Panther builds on the mobility concept of the Leopard 2. With an operational weight of just 59 tons, it delivers far greater mobility than current systems and has a maximum operating range of around 500 kilometers. Consequently, the K-51 Panther excels in tactical and strategic mobility. Thanks to Rheinmetall's innovative development approach, users, maintenance specialists, logisticians, and procurement experts from all current and future user nations can play an active role in shaping the vehicle's future. Rheinmetall has a long-standing experience in establishing global supply chains in order. in cooperation with user nations to make sure that a large share of the production is carried out in-country, thus helping to create and/or preserve sovereign capabilities and capacities. In developing the K-51, Rheinmetall not only set out to modernize existing main battle tank concepts. Starting from scratch, it completely reconceived the platform. The K-51 Panther can be easily updated and equipped with the latest capabilities and functions. Its advanced modular open NATO generic vehicle architecture system enables iterative development, which can then be updated in harmony with innovation cycles. The Panther is the first new West tank to be developed since the Cold War, other than the British Challenger II, which entered service in 1993, over 30 years before the new German design, will be combat-ready. With both Russia and Western powers having invested relatively little in clean sheet tank designs after the Cold War, the T-14 being the notable exception, albeit one which is yet to be fielded in significant numbers. There's a high possibility that the Panther's unveiling could fuel accelerated developments of new tanks in the United States, Russia, and possibly in East Asia and in European countries, such as Britain and France, which have not produced tanks for some years. The current situation in Ukraine has reignited debate over the tank's future in general. While thick armor has played a crucial role in main battle tanks' conventional breakthrough function, its susceptibility to a variety of weapons has also been highlighted. In some ways, the K-51 Panther appears to be addressing such facts from various perspectives. Overall, it should be lighter and more nimble than current main battle tanks, have a larger main gun, and offer stand-in observation and strike with loitering munitions. Overall, the K-51 Panther arrives at a pivotal moment in tank warfare, and it has the potential to help determine the future of main battle tank forces in Germany and beyond. What do you think of K-51 Panther? Is it a game changer? Let us know in the comments, and please like this video if you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.